Hey YouTube, just wanted to make a video here today on something that I got in the mail recently, which is these 12VMonster 6V to 12V wireless controllers that I'm going to be putting in my Lucky Duck pair here. Right out of the box, these things come with just the dummy plug, which they need to run, but you can just buy a plug and play receiver and remote for these things. To me, I feel like they're a little bit expensive. It runs you around $100 if you want to get another receiver for the second duck or the third duck. I think they're like another $40 a piece, where these all together right here, everything you see, the 3 receivers in the controller, that was only $40 alone. So yeah, basically we're just going to be me going through and putting these receivers into my Lucky Ducks here. The only things you really need to do this is I just have a wire stripper here, some this shrink tube that I'm going to put over the wires. It's a screwdriver to take the Lucky Ducks apart, and I mean, I got my soldering iron set out here with some solder. I'm just going to solder this. You don't need to solder them. You can just twist them and tape them or however you want to do it, but this is just how I'm going to go about it. So first thing I'm going to do is just take out the battery pack. Out of the box, these ducks don't have a big battery like this. They just have the AA one where you stick 4 AA's in, but all I did was I cut these ends off and swapped them out for connectors that would slip over one of these universal batteries. Next, there's going to be 4 Phillips head screws in these holes here. So after you get those 4 screws out, these should just pop off just like this. You just got to unplug the white and the blue wire that go to the motor here. Be careful not to lose any of these screws. To flip it over, all 4 of those screws pop out. So what we're going to do first here is we're going to be clipping this red and black wire here. Give itself enough space to work. Clip both of those right off. And loading off these wires like so. Same deal with these 2. And that one. Alright, so next we're just going to take this the big end off these receivers here. And some Mojos you're able to plug and play this harness, right? And same thing with these. We're gonna and go. Twist all these again. Alright, and from what I saw in the videos, this is a one-way thing, so you have to figure out first which end goes to the battery and which end goes to the plugs. It can only go one way through these receivers. Alright, so here I have my receiver, and I have one end of the receiver wires going right back to the original wires up to my battery. The other end of the receiver wires going back to the control box for the Lucky Duck. I have the Lucky Duck motor wires plugged back in to the box as well. You got to make sure your switch here is on the Lucky Duck. And if I test it here, as you can see, the wings are moving here. This is another click, stop, click again, going, and stop. So guys, for some reason, if you try this and when you flip the switch like that and you click the button, if it doesn't start the motor and your switch is on and your battery's connected, I would just try swapping these wires over here and these wires over here. Alright, so basically all I'm going to do from here now is I'm just going to undo all the wiring, and I'm going to solder it together really quick and put the heat shrinks over it, and we'll put this thing all back together, and then we will do my hen as well. So there we are. Got those connections all tidied up, and so I'm going to get this thing all put back together, and we'll make sure it works. Alright, so I got this thing all put back together. I'm just going to take some of the wings here. Alright, so here we go. The switch is on right now. If you click the button here, there we go. It's on, and stop. Seems to work just fine. Alright, so basically what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab my hen, and I'm going to do the same exact thing to it. I'm not going to bother showing any of that because it would just be the same thing all over again. And then I will set them side by side, and I'll show you guys that they work on the same frequency. Alright, so I just got my hen all wired up, got the wings on her. So we're going to go put her on the ground next to the Drake here. Got the remote again, and boom. Both of them working. Click of a button. Stop. Start. 30-40 bucks over. I looked. It's 60 for the remote, and the receiver. You want another receiver? It's another 30 or 40 bucks. It's 100 bucks. Saves you 70 bucks if you know how to do a little bit of wiring. So yeah. And also comes with a third receiver, so if you want to put it on a splasher or another Mojo or something, you could do that. But if you guys found this video somewhat useful, or you learned anything, or you do it to your own lucky ducks, I'd appreciate it if you could just hit the like button, subscribe. I'll be trying to film some of the hunting that we're gonna do. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks.